It's first for the world, and it's happening right here in Vancouver. A Waves coffee shop on Howe near Smythe has become the world's first location for a Bitcoin ATM. Joining us tonight is Michael Yeung, SFU business undergrad and expert on Bitcoins. Hello, Michael. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Now, I've been told you're a bit of a bit crazy for Bitcoins. Tell us what are Bitcoins?
Well, Bitcoin is an internet currency that allows for direct peer-to-peer transaction. That means it's instantaneous, and it almost comes at no fees.
So, I mentioned Waves off the top, the first to have this Bitcoin ATM. Why are people investing in this kind of virtual coin, and does Waves know something that other businesses don't right now?
Well, first of all, you have to consider the fact that today, to transmit money on a global basis, often it's very expensive. And for people to do it through Bitcoin, that means that they cut out the middleman. It's able to be done under a minute, and there's no fees involved. And for Waves, I guess, for them to take Bitcoin, that means that they're able to pass on some of the savings that they get from accepting Bitcoin onto the customer.
Now, we all hear about PayPal and using credit cards online. Well, how do they all differ from Bitcoins?
In the Bitcoin system, you actually have to have Bitcoins in your Bitcoin wallets to be able to send them. So if you're using credit cards, for example, often that comes with the added cost of security issues. So basically, if I was a business owner doing online businesses, if I take credit card, there's always a risk that somebody will defraud me of my merchandise.
Early,
So in the Bitcoin system, you can't really do that.
Earlier today,
it's not reversible.
Earlier today, a nonprofit group that works to ensure secure online payments said using Bitcoin is a risky sort of process because the digital currency isn't regulated by a central bank. What do you think about that comment?
I think there are some truth and some half-truths about that. In the case of Bitcoin, when you send the Bitcoins out, the transaction is final. There's no way to reverse it. This can be a plus or a minus. If you're a merchant, instead of having a customer who might do a credit card chargeback on you or using a PayPal dispute to defraud you of money, you can't really do that in the Bitcoin system. But on the other hand, you don't really know when you're sending a Bitcoin if you're going to receive whatever merchandise that you're purchasing, if you're actually going to get what you're buying.
No pun intended, Waves coffee shop being involved, but do you think Bitcoins are the wave of the future?
It certainly is. I have no doubt about it.
And how long do you think before, this is more of a common thing than just one particular coffee shop downtown? Are we years away, decades away?
We're only probably maximum 2-3 years away from it being very widespread in use. Right now, there's probably about 20 different merchants, ranging anywhere from restaurants to computer shops to clothing store that take Bitcoin locally in Vancouver.
Pretty cool stuff. Thanks for being with us today, Michael.
Thank you.
All right, that's Michael Yeung, third-year business student at SFU and expert on Bitcoins. Next, we have traffic and weather together on the ones.